Clarabel, ito na. Cheer for Cla. Ay, wag dyan.
And we Vicente Clarimil Jane. Okay, for Clifton, aim high and don't give up. Congratulations and more power. I love you guys.
The last in line.
Okay, congratulations to all the graduates. So, Madam Dantay and Sir Pronda, for the meantime, you can go back to your place. Meantime lang po, kasi mamaya babalik po kayo ulit dyan. Marami pa po kayong mga aawardan. So, let's learn a little about the past and perhaps the present of our guest speaker through the introduction to be given by the curriculum advisor of the graduating class, the English department head. Let's give a warm applause to Madam Reynita B. Daduya.
Thank you very much, Mama Yee. Still afternoon. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Regional Science High School 3, as an academy, has a commitment in the development of one's identity and career path. Many of the alumni of RSHS are now icons of success and inspiration. We are privileged to have in our midst one of the finest achievers of Regional Science High School. In reminiscence of her presence in RS, she achieved various awards and recognition such as Ang Sanghayat Associate Editor, Copy Reader, and Headline Writer, wherein she was a champion and twice national qualifier for National Press School Parents under the tutelage of Miss Josefina Sidon. She was a recipient of Excellence in Science 2003, a Zonal Biology and Chemistry Quizzer, Best in Social Studies and Population Education awardee, YMCA 10 Outstanding Student of Olongapo City, twice awardee for 1999 Elementary and High School 2003. The batch valedictorian of Banikayan Elementary School 1999 and the valedictorian of RSHS 2003. Her pursuit for academic excellence exuded in any of her undertakings, in spite of the adversities encountered in realizing her aspirations in life. Graduated Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology, University of Santo Tomas, 2007, magna cum laude. Abikan for that.
Wow, honorable mention.
Fourth placer, Medical Technology Licensure Examination of September 2007. A warm applause. She has conquered the world of expectation with determination as she desires to be of service to humanity through another endeavor of profession in fulfillment of her dedication to life at its best. Recipient of FE and RMF U.S. Medical Alumni Foundation Scholarship for 4 academic years. As a medical student, she has garnered the following awards: Best Student for 3 years, Best in Medical Subjects such as Physiology, Pathology, Preventive Medicine, Pharmacology, Ophthalmology, Internal Medicine, Obstetric, Gynecology, Cardiology, Pediatric, etc. Her accomplishment for success manifests fortitude and persistence in all aspects of education. Certainly, she is one of the priceless possessions of spouses Manuel and Eva Lacanin. I believe they are in our midst today. Okay, a big hand for them. Regional Science High School takes pride to this promising Doctor of Medicine, FEU NRMF Institute of Medicine, vying for cum laude soon this April 26, 2012. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm applause to Miss Mary Rose Ann E. Lacanin.
Thank you, Ma'am Daduya, for that introduction. It is the unknown in our hearts and an unanswered question that drive us to the next peak. It is the need to know what our limits are. To our Division Monitoring Supervisor, Dr. Roland Ronda, to our Principal, Ma'am Leonita Dantay, to our mentors, to our parents, guests, and most especially the graduates, good afternoon. It is an honor for me to stand here in front of you, looking at those hungry eyes, sharing the excitement of this occasion. Having been graduated from one of the finest secondary schools in our country is such a big honor for me. And having me as your guest speaker is a dream come true. Yes, a dream come true. I wanted to go back here in Regional Science High School 3, where I can thank those people who made an impact way back in my high school and eventually made me who I am today. It has been and always a pleasure for me being a graduate of this institution. I am so proud that I am a graduate of RSHS3. And I am honored today to talk to a batch of graduates that will be and soon to be proud alumni of this institution. I know how excited each and every graduate here for that post-graduation picture taking, for the salo-salo after, at saka yung pag-upload pa ng mga pictures ninyo sa Facebook. And finally, yung pag-feed ng status na graduate na ako. Pero for the meantime, may I have your attention first? Mamaya na muna yon. Let's feel how important and how meaningful this occasion. For today, I will have 3 stories for you. 3 plus 1 pala. Actually, these are the stories, the stopover of my journey. My first story is a journey of faith and decision. 13 years ago, actually enrolled na ako sa OCNHS sa SM. Okay na ako doon, contented na ako kasi andun naman yung mga classmates ko, yung mga grade school classmates ko. But then, my father saw my name on the list of students na qualified for RSHS. Ba naman, pinapull out ng father ko yung card ko sa OCNHS and ordered my mom na dito ako mag-e-enroll. Noon hindi ko alam kung ano pumasok sa isip ng tatay ko, kung bakit niya ba ako gustong ipatapon sa bundok ng kalayaan, kung saan wala naman akong friends, wala akong ganong kakilala. And tama yung sinabi ng salutatorian ninyo na nandun yung stigma ng RS na terror ng mga teacher dito. Baka nerd yung mga students dito. Yet I complied. My first year in RSHS was a struggle. I was in the second section, 1 sa fire, and sobrang nahihirapan sa lahat ng mga subjects ko. Natatandaan ko pa nga nun. Since I was the eldest sa aming magkakapatid, wala akong pwedeng mapagtanungan. Actually, for my assignments pa sa mathematics,
kailangan pang pakisuyuan ng nanay ko yung kapitbahay namin para lang tulungan ako. That's it. That's the point when I decided to accept things. That's the point when I decided na I should find a way to strive here in RSHS. I tried to learn how to manage those difficult tasks and eventually learn to enjoy what fate had given me. My high school life turned out well. Actually, more than well. It is one of the best. I had my travels in different provinces for free. Thanks to Ma'am Sidon for every regional press conference, to my other coaches sa lahat, sa iba pang mga contest, sobrang from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basta taga-RSHS, makakarating kayo doon. I also have found my friends here, mula sa multong-multuhan, sa chismisan sa Makopa sa likod ng RS. Oo, totoo. Friends whom until now I can mess up with in times of my downfall. And most especially, I had with me the values that I acquired as I managed to survive here. More than the difficult subjects are the best lessons in life. Then college. I wanted to study in UP. Actually, napasa ko yung mga gusto kong courses sa UP. But then my father knew how radical my mind was and how easily I can be invited in rallies. Natatakot kasi siya sa idea na minsan na lang makita niya ako sa TV, nasa Menjola, nagrarally na. Akala niya kasi, basta taga-UP, nagrarally. So he would only let me to study in Manila if and only if sa UST ako mag-aaral. Kasi I had my uncle studying there at that time, so may titingin sa akin. And again, I complied. I chose medical technology as my course since it is the closest course that could land a job in a laboratory. Kasi at that time, my only dream then was to work in a laboratory with those sophisticated machines. And then, I decided to love my craft. I studied very hard. I tried my best to keep my scholarship and study hard for it. I remember from the novel The Alchemist of Paulo Coelho, when the protagonist asked the wise man, "What's the world's greatest lie?" It is that certain point in our lives we lose control of what's happening to us and our lives become controlled by fate. Up to now, I still really don't know what made my father to choose the schools for me. Maybe fate had put me in it. Or maybe parents knew what's best for us, even at first we don't know it yet. But it will be our decision whether we will be good at what fate had brought us, and it is our choice whether we will go against it and do what we want. Actually, pwede tayong sumaway, pwede tayong sumunod. It is our choice. It is our choice if we will enjoy it and will pick up the lessons that will bring this to us. Life is a continuous improvisation. We don't know what will happen next. But it is in our decision how we can make these things up as we go along. My second story is about a journey of failure and realization. After graduating in MedTech, my next goal in life is to top the board exam. Not just to be in the top 10, but to top it. So I study hard, pumasok sa mga review centers, talagang umaabot ng madaling araw. Sige, review lang ng review. When we had our mock exams at those review centers, I only ended up second, third, fourth spot. I never had the first. That's when the pressure in me rises. I really wanted to get the top spot. At that time, I forget to give myself a break. Even parang Saka na muna ako magsisine after na ng board exam. Total, magtatap naman ako eh. That time, hindi rin ako gano'ng umuwi. Then days before the examination day, I got sick. I had no choice but to go home and have my checkup. It turned out to be a simple rhinitis, but my immunity weakened because of too much stress. Yes, I knew I was burned out. I tired myself too much. I didn't top the board exam. In college, that's when you will probably have your money first. Actually, baka ngayon pa nga lang eh. Ang unang tikim ng alak, ang unang hit-hit ng sigarilyo, baka ang unang girlfriend or boyfriend. At kung medyo late bloomer ka pa, baka sa post-graduation nyo pa rin. Tulad ko, I had my first blow of my heartache when I am already in med school. Class 8 ko siya ng medicine. So, akala ko siya na. First love eh, di ba? Ayun, di ba? Lahat naman ng first love, gusto nyo sila na. But then, we broke up. Oh. These failures make me stronger. And these failures will also make us stronger. These failures make us realize what went wrong and what we are supposed to do next. After contemplating, I knew what my mistakes were. If only I took things lighter and enjoyed the course of my review for boards, probably I can have a better grasp of what I was reading. At that time, I was driven by fear of failing and by pressure imposed by me. I was the fourth placer, not the top, but I'm still very happy of it. Kasi alam ko, pinaghirapan ko pa rin ang pwestong yun. And as for my ex, masakit, pero pasalamat na lang ako kasi hindi niya tinampat yung pakikipag-break sa exam week namin. At least, tinapad niya yung usapan na walang makikipag-break pag exam week I shed a lot of tears, yet there are many lessons learned. Sabi nga ng friend kong si Verna, actually, Verna is a friend since RS pa. That once childish adolescent I was with back then has fallen in love and discovered the other end of the rainbow, which I believe made her stronger and more focused on her goals. Nobody else is paying as much of our attention as we are. Actually, minsan nga, tayo lang yung nag-e-exage kung ano yung mga mali sa atin. Tayo lang yung nagbibigay ng, oh my God, bumagsak ako, hindi ko nakuha yun. It is only us to always make a big deal out of it. Pero ang totoo, to everyone else, it is nothing. So let's move on. We can fail several times, but what most important is what we can realize on those mistakes and to try again. My third story is a journey of opportunity and dream. November 1, 2007, actually that was the time na katatapos lang ng board exam ko. Hindi ko rin alam kung saan ako pupunta noon. Magmamasteral ba ako? Magtatrabaho as medtech? Or magtitake ako ng another course pa? I received a phone call from an unknown caller. He said that he is Dr. Arsenio Martin and was asking kung gusto kong mag-medicine because they were offering scholarships sa FEU. Nung November 1 na yon, that 1.5 hour call, yun na pala yung interview ko. Actually, after the call, sabi niya sa akin, sige, mag-NMAT ka na. Tapos, I was expecting you na magpasa na rin ng papers mo for med school. I was hesitant at first. Napaka-generous ng offer, oo. 4 years kang malilibre sa med school, pero alam ko mahihirapan pa rin kami. At that time, 3 pa sa mga kapatid ko magka-college. So imagine yung finances na masyo-shoulder pa ng parents ko na dapat ay magtatrabaho naman na ako. Mahihirapan ng mga magulang ko, alam ko. Pero ang sabi ko lang noon, pwede ba akong magtuloy ng medicine? Pwede ko po bang tanggapin yung offer na scholarship? Sabi lang ng tatay ko, sige lang, kaya mo yan. That's when a big opportunity knocked for me. And so I entered med school. Tough is not enough to describe medicine, but I survived. This is where I almost applied all the lessons that I have learned in life. Pressures are still there. Mas maraming pressure sa medicine. Yet, I didn't let it hinder my drive to achieve my dreams. I enjoyed the toxicity. I enjoyed those difficult exams. And I enjoyed discovering new things that at first, I thought I can't. Hindi ko inakalang makakaya ko yung alternate, iidlip ka, tapos sa aral, kasi sobrang hindi kakayanin ng oras mo yung pag-review. Hindi ko rin inakala na malalagpasan ko yung 24-hour duty na namamagana yung paa mo sa pabalik-balik sa x-ray. Hindi ko rin inakala na makakaya ko yung mga duties na magpapaere ka pa ng mga anak, pero antok na antok ka na. That's how hard medicine is. Pero nakaya. Kasi I know this is my dream. It is where I've seen my next peak, and it is where I realize what my limits are. I never thought that I am about to reach that dream, and I never thought that it would be possible. Sometimes we only need a lack of opportunity for us to live with our dreams. It was luck for me, yes, and 101% hard work. I believe that the harder you work, the more effort you put in it, the more support you have, the luckier you'll become. And in this every journey, we have our people to thank for. Those people who accompany you in this journey. Actually, para sa akin, ang graduation ay hindi lang para sa mga graduates. This is the time for our parents. So in behalf of these graduates, I want to thank yung mga magulang na nandito po ngayon. Bigyan po natin sila ng masigabong palakpakan. Katulad ng mga magulang ko, alam ko kung gaano kahirap magpaaral ng isang estudyante. Alam ko kung gaano kagastos sa magpaaral, lalong-lalo na po sa college. But for the parents here, support your children all the way. Tignan nyo naman po sila ngayon. Umpisa pa lang po ng mga tagumpay nila. Tagumpay na nagsimula sa bawat magulang na nandito. Tagumpay dahil sa mga suportang binibigay ninyo. You were the one who fueled us to move on, to go on, and to dream more. For our mentors, who were and always will be our challenger, thank you for your guidance. Actually, nung in-invite ako dito ni Ma'am Daduya for speaker, sobrang kinakabahan ako. Pero I grabbed this opportunity kasi gusto ko talagang magpasalamat kay Ma'am Sidon ng sobra-sobra. I never had this opportunity na magpasalamat sa kanya nung graduation namin kasi hindi siya nakarating. So Ma'am Sidon, sobrang thank you po sa lahat. Si Ma'am Sidon yung naniwala na kaya ko palang magsulat. Si Ma'am Sidon yung dahilan kung bakit ako umaabot ng Cebu, ng Jensen, dahil sa mga press conference. To our mentors, thank you. At syempre, yung mga taong nagbigay ng ingay, nagbigay ng kulay sa paglalakbay niyong ito. Tabikin niyo na yung mga nasa katabi ninyo. Yes.
Hey!
Ngitian niyo na yung mga nasa likod, yung mga nasa harap. Aminin man natin na kahit nagkaroon tayo ng mga away, itong mga taong to yung nabigay ng ingay at kulay sa paglalakbay natin ito. Congratulate every student na katabi ninyo. Congratulate lahat ng mga friends ninyo. At this point, you were all in a crossroads. Nandito pa kayo, oo, sama-sama. Pero darating yung time na magkakahiwa-hiwalay kayo. May mauuna, may magbabagal. Pero I know for sure, magkakasalubong at magkakasalubong kayo. Sasabihin nyo, babalik tayo sa RS, di ba?
Yeah!
Before I end, I want to share this beautiful yet sad story. 3 weeks ago, as a part of our internship, I had my duty in National Center for Mental Health in Mandaluyong. I was assigned in Pavilion 3, where adult female having acute or active psychiatric illness were admitted. I had this 22-year-old patient. Actually, itong patient na to, ilang beses na siyang pabalik-balik sa mental. Sabi niya sa akin, Doktora, ilang years po ba ang medicine? Sabi ko, mga 4 to 5 years. Pero kailangan, magpi-pre-med course ka muna. Tapos, medicine proper. Sabi niya, ganun po ba? Kasi ako, gusto ko rin pong mag-doktor. Kaso, tatapusin ko po muna yung nursing ko paglabas ko dito sa mental. At that time, hindi ko alam kung ano yung sasabihin ko. Actually, hindi ko nga alam kung darating pa yung time na makakalabas siya ng mental ng maayos. I don't know what to reply then, and I just smiled at her. Like you, I am about to have my graduation in a couple of weeks from now. Like you, I am about to reach another terminal of my journey. And like you, I am about to decide on another crossroad faith and God wants me to face. Saan ba tayo pupunta? Magpapatuloy ba tayo or hihinto tayo? Hindi katulad ng pasyente ko, lahat ay nabibigyan ng oportunidad ng katulad ninyo, ng katulad natin, na pwede pang magpatuloy, pwede pang mangarap ulit. So let's value each and every opportunity. Yes, we had our share of failures, but more importantly, we had more realization from it. We realized that we realized that in our every wrong turn are the ones that will lead us to our right ways. Grab every opportunity, graduates. Aim high. Marami pa tayong pupuntahan. At alam ko, bilang RSHS graduate, malaki ang mararating ninyo. Let us continue to dream as in dream big. Congratulations RSHS Batch 2011-2012. Thank you for having me here and God bless us all.
Hindi ko na pabababain si Mary Rose kasi bibigyan natin siya ng plaque as our way of saying thank you. And to do the honor of giving the plaque of appreciation, let's call back Dr. Pronda, Madam Dantay, and Attorney Ortiz. Please join us here on stage.
Contemplo.
And of course, our PTA President, Engineer Manala. Please join us here on stage. City Schools, Regional Science High School, East Calayan, Digday Freeport sa Nalongapo City,